Recording in progress.
All right. Hello, fellow alchemists, and welcome to the ULTRABLOOM experience. I am so excited to be here today because there are so many amazing people that I've been connected to, and I would just like to take this moment to really honor all the communities that have brought me here today to share all of this medicine with each and every single one of you here today. Okay, so our intentions for today are to cultivate clarity by acknowledging and transforming our doubt, not just bypassing it, but really allowing doubt to activate our creative potential with both confidence and purpose. Another intention is to cultivate confidence, which at its root is just self-trust, to really develop confidence in our creative abilities by embodying resilience and embracing growth, to really cultivate that sense of trust and empowerment in your creative journey. And if doubt still comes up in that journey, that's totally okay, because we are here to really acknowledge the doubt and alchemize it and work with the doubt. We are also here today to unleash our creative potential and really honor our ancestral wisdom, to embrace all these limitless possibilities of your imagination, and to allow you to really manifest your creative vision with clarity and confidence.
Today I'm sharing.
And also, like I've mentioned, I'm really excited to announce the launch of my private creative community, Blooming Alchemists. It's accessible through Bloom, through a 3-month creative transformation with a 14-day free trial, or ULTRABLOOM, which is a 6-month experience. And as a creative business owner, I really have been dedicating myself to alchemizing these beautiful gifts and medicine into abundance. And I have been so so honored from all the generous donations that I have been receiving. I know I mentioned that my laptops were stolen a little while ago, and fortunately I got this laptop as a gift, and I am just so grateful for that. And those contributions will go directly into hiring people to help me recultivate my business, to recultivate those lost demos, and of course all the people donating. I really hope that you enjoy your rewards, the music, the poetry, the merch, all the beautiful things. So feel free, like I mentioned, to stay towards the end if you'd like to hear more about that. So some of our activations. The first one is going to be called Alchemic Activation. Like I said, it's basically a visual meditation. It plants a seed in your unconscious being. No one else can grow this for you. I'm here to provide my activation to help you cultivate it, because you're the one that has the power to bring all of these visions to life. And I really want that to settle in with you, that this is here for you. You have the water, you have the soil. I'm just providing the activation. And this alchemic activation is also for our intuition, to remind us of our ability to heal ourselves and our communities, to bring our lessons from the experiences of rest, of dreams, and joy into our waking lives. There's also going to be some mantras to really set in the experience. And these mantras, which are called ULTRABLOOM mantras, they are unique phrases to help you trust in your intuition and in your creative vision, really speaking these words into existence to cultivate more rooted confidence and rooted clarity in this experience. So I want us to really learn a little bit about why ULTRABLOOM, why cultivate your creative catalyst. The concept of ULTRABLOOM was really inspired by the phenomena called a superbloom. And you all might have actually heard about this, right? Like in California, there was just like all of this rain for a hot minute, and then all these seeds that were dormant, especially, orange poppy flowers, they just bloomed so much. It was on the news, there was so many people talking about it and discussing it, because it was not a common event. And for me, I just felt so inspired by this, because I know that this is a creative ultra bloom era for so many of us, that we have that seed of creation that no one can take from us. Because within that expansive garden within us, there are so many beautiful things that are waiting for us. Just like these landscapes, we have all these seeds that are waiting for us to germinate. Just like how these creative seeds are waiting, just nestled in the soil of our imagination. Our journey to our creative ultra bloom, to our creative catalyst, is to really cultivate this creative garden, to coexist with these unwanted seeds, these unwanted weeds, really allow them to coexist, to cultivate that biodiversity, allow these seeds to inspire and retain that potential. Just like how rainfall awakens these dormant seeds, the nourishment you provide for your own creative soil through dedication and practice, that's really going to help you catalyst your growth. And it's both about the quality and the quantity. It's about both in that biodiversity within that creative landscape. Just the right amount of rainfall, just the right amount of seeping deep into your soul to reach all those dormant seeds of creativity. And as they begin to sprout, your creative process is going to unfold, not in a rush, but in such a beautiful sequence. And just like gardens need sustainable protection in chaotic weather, your creative journey also needs protection from potentially other elements of self-doubt and criticism. Not avoiding them, but just protection, having boundaries. Okay, let's coexist together. This is how our relationship is going to be, allowing the doubt to talk to the creativity, allowing the creativity to talk to the doubt, and have an open conversation. Hey, how can we work together to make this happen? Because both of us are actually really important. I know doubt gets a lot of bad rep in our creative journey, but that's just redirection. That's just us really asking, is this really for me? Do I really want to keep moving forward? And no matter what you choose, you step into that decision with more embodiment, with more rootedness in your being. And yes, the doubt is still there, maybe in the background, maybe in the unconscious, but it's working together with you. And that's what really cultivates this beautiful, creative ultra bloom, to really fill that inner landscape of your imagination with the blossoms of your unique vision. And it may not be predictable. Your super bloom, your ultra bloom may happen here, there, everywhere, but I know that you'll feel it rise up within you when you get that first feeling of, ooh, something's coming, something big is really coming. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I know it's here, and I know it's going to bloom. It may take some patience, it's gonna take tending to the soil and cultivating, nurturing those dreams, but when that beautiful moment comes, when your creative garden just erupts in this beautiful explosion of color and life and shapes and biodiversity, it's going to be unlike anything that you've ever experienced. And that is what I am here feeling embodied in my being, in like every cell right now. So I really want you to embrace this journey and know that every moment spent in creation is going to bring you one step closer to your creative ultra bloom. I want you to really trust in this process, to trust in your intuition and in the ultra bloom of events that will lead to the creative awakening of your inner creative catalyst. Welcome to the new people in the room. We were just touching on how ultra bloom is inspired by the phenomena of Superbloom, where a bunch of rainfall awakens all these dormant seeds, and it inspires people like me and creatives like you to also cultivate your inner garden of creation. And so, if you have any questions so far, feel free to let me know. I would love to hear just what came up for you, what was activated within you with that story of knowing that your creativity is like a garden. If you have any revelations, any downloads, any questions, I would love to hear from you in the chat. You're all good. No worries. No worries. Thank you so much for being here. We've been recording, so you'll be able to catch that first bit. Basically, like I said, just taking inspiration from nature, the phenomena of Superbloom, and allowing it to inspire us to cultivate our own inner creative garden. You're just in time because very soon we're going to start our alchemic activation. And so, for those of you who just came into the room, alchemic activation is a process that is basically just a visual meditation where you step into your own inner creative world and you allow your creative visions to come to you, because the truth is your creativity is so rich and so abundant literally at all times. Life can get in the way though, and that's what makes us feel like, oh, I'm blocked off, like, oh, I can't access it. That's not necessarily the case. It's not that your creativity went somewhere else. It's just that it's looking for a place to land. Your creativity is like a spirit that visits you. Maybe in the most unexpected moments. I know a lot of us can relate, like, oh my god, I just got this crazy idea for a new business concept, a new song, a new poem. It is like 2 a.m. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What I like to do is just capture a little seedling of that. So maybe I'll have my phone like somewhere nearby. I'll just do a quick voice recording, like just the melody that came to my mind, like, this is my song idea, and I'll just like go to sleep and then listen to it the next day and allow it to really bloom in that moment. You don't have to do it all at once, but when you do feel that doubt, when you do feel that fear, it's okay. It's there for a reason. It's there to be in relationship with you. What I've learned through various journeys in my community, in the medicine journeys, is that whatever blockages, whatever fears are there, they are your teacher. They are here to teach you. Let's just let that land for a little bit. Your fear is a teacher. Your doubt is a teacher. Just like your creativity is a teacher. And that can be a lot for us to really land. It's not easy to be like, wow, I'm really being taught today. I am gonna learn today. Literally. And I am just so grateful that I get to teach. Yes. We're gonna learn today. And it's hard, right? Like, you're like, oh my god, like, fear really is my friend, doubt really is my friend, but I like keep cursing them and like shoving them away, putting them in the closet, da 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 da. But it's like, they're like, yo, I actually really want to help you. You know that like one friend that's like, that's a little bit of tough love. It's kind of like that. Like, they're not gonna like insult you. Well, maybe just a little bit. They're not gonna like straight up just like like but they are going to be like, hey, there's some stuff going down. There's some shit you need to compost. Literally. So I'm here to help you. Let me help you. So that is the hardest lesson that I've had to learn, and I'm just so honored that I have language for that I get to teach and channel that message here for you all today. So as I've been saying, if at any moment you feel inspired with any questions, reactions, downloads, any form that you would like to introduce yourself in the chat, just a little who you are, where you're based, what you do, how you cultivate and create, I would love to hear it. And I'm sure that a lot of the amazing people in this room would as well. Oh my god. If you connect with even just one other person in this room who is not me, yo, I'll tell you right now, if you stay connected with that person, they're going to take you on a whole creative journey. So if you want, like, drop any ways that you can stay connected with each other, maybe like Instagram, email, whatever way is great to connect with you. Let the people know, because you all can create some magic all by yourselves outside of this room, and I really want to land that you all are so creative and so rich and so abundant, and I would just love for the ULTRABLOOM energy to extend past this Zoom room. This is just the catalyst for everything to come in the private creative community, in your own creative connections, and just ULTRABLOOM is not just today. It's not just this recording. It's not just the like, it's so much more. It's a whole way of life, and I would love for that energy to spread beyond this room. Okay, Liz, I see you. Sound healer from Peru, helping people awaken their creative gifts and embody their purpose through sound healing. You also host plant medicine retreats for BIPOC and queer women of color in Peru. Excited to be here, and on IG at by Liz Jones. Said it out loud for the recording. Gotta let the people know. Hello to the recording people. Please connect with our amazing community here today. Yes, yes, of course. Okay. So, now that we have really set in the intentions and the background behind this experience, let's get into the actual alchemic activation. So this alchemic activation, or visual meditation, it's gonna have some movement, it's gonna have some breath, so feel free to get your body settled. You can stand, you can sit, you can lay down. If you're doing something right now that requires your focus, if you're driving, maybe just visualize yourself going through this practice, or to be even more safe, if you are doing something of intense focus, just allow these words to resonate through you and listen deeply and with intention. This practice, this guided meditation, is also going to have a reflective writing prompt at the end, and I'm so excited to hear what your experience is going to be like. And this is focused on exploring doubt as a catalyst for creativity, to visualize doubt as a seed transforming into confidence and clarity, to help you cultivate more alchemical activation and more empowerment in your creative journey. Just let that land for a little bit. Get settled, get comfortable, light up some medicine, sage, palo santo, incense, whatever you would like. I'm about to do that right now. Got some palo santo here, just to set in the attention for us diving deep into our creativity today. This inner world that we are about to visit is your inner garden of creation, where all your creativity exists, all the doubt, all the shame, all the fear, along with the abundance, the creativity, the flourishing, the ULTRABLOOM. Take a sip of water. And a huge shout out to the amazing Crystal Sun for this alchemic soundscape called Ethereal Medicine. Let's just get that cued for us. Let's bring this volume down. Let me know if the volume's okay, if it's too loud, too quiet. Ooh, okay. Got some more on the chat. Peace and love. My IG is at Queen Murat-Rogers. That's Queen M-U-R-A-T Rogers. My Facebook is J Queen Murat-Rogers. Poet, painter, author, and speaker. Positive vibes only. Songwriter, music producer, artist on hard drive. That's Re8006. Music curator at Music2. Mom and artist. Amazing. All right. Can you all hear the music okay? Let me know if the sound is all good. Alright, it's a little low. Okay. How's that? this is my volume when I'm speaking at this volume. This is my volume when I'm speaking at this volume. It's a quick little sound check. Alright. Let's get started with this experience. Okay. Thank you. I learned that from open mics. Alright. Get settled, get tapped in. You can close your eyes if you would like, all the way or part of the way. You can look up towards your third eye. This is for your creativity. This is alchemic activation. Just take a deep breath. Get comfortable, get grounded, whatever you may be doing. Feel the grounds beneath you, the floor. If you're connected to the floor, if you're connected to the air, even if you're in a plane right now, you're still connected to Earth because you are a human being of planet Earth. Allow that to support you. Allow it to help you become present in this moment and start to visualize yourself surrounded by a meadow of blooming flowers, each petal representing a creative idea waiting to blossom. Set the intention to activate your creative flow and intuition during this session. Acknowledge any doubt or fear that may come up, because just like these roots of a plant delve deep into the soil, allow yourself to explore these depths of your doubt and know that it serves as a compass to guide you on your creative journey. Visualize doubt also as a seed planted within you. With each breath, imagine nurturing this seed with compassion and understanding. Watch as this begins to transform into confidence and clarity and bloom into a vibrant flower within your heart. And as this flower starts to bloom within you, you feel a sense of alchemic activation taking place. Your doubts are transforming into fuel for your creative fire, propelling you forward, this passion in your heart with renewed energy and determination. And now, let's dive deeper into this space. Let's open with the ULTRABLOOM mantra of I embrace doubt as my compass towards clarity and confidence. Allow that phrase to take shape, to mold your breath, your visualizations. I embrace doubt as my compass towards clarity and confidence. Imagine the compass of doubt appearing before you, guiding you, taking you to where you need to go, towards the clarity, towards the confidence, towards the self-trust. You can say it aloud as well, or repeat it and echo it through your mind, through your body. I embrace doubt as my compass towards clarity and confidence. I embrace doubt as my compass towards clarity and confidence. Let's dive deeper. In the rooted embrace of twilight, there lives a cosmic garden unlike any other. Here, amidst the fertile soil of imagination, dreams take root and ULTRABLOOM in vibrant hues of creation. As you begin to walk among these blossoms, I invite you to gently sway your body forward, backward, side to side. Allow your limbs to move or visualize them moving and mimic and mirror this graceful dance of flowers around you. Take a big deep breath in. Inhale the fragrance of these flowers and exhale slowly. And release any tension or doubt. And as the sun rests below the horizon, it casts its golden glimmer upon the earth, and this garden awakens with an orchestra of colors and scents. Each flower unfurls its petals in a graceful dance of creation. Each petal is a melodic note in the creative symphony flowing through the universe. And now, through you, remember, you are part of this symphony of creation. Your presence here adds to the beauty of this cosmic garden. You are this garden, and this garden is you. And now, allow the next mantra to settle in. Say it aloud or echo it through your mind. With each breath, I activate my creative flow. With each breath, I activate my creative flow. Allow it to move you. With each breath, I activate my creative flow. With each breath, I activate my creative flow in this enchanted garden. You find yourself wandering, lost in the labyrinth of your thoughts and desires. Doubt, like a shadow, lingers at the edges of your consciousness and threatens potentially to overshadow your dreams, or so it seems. Actually, they're here to guide you. They're here to alchemize you. They are here to teach you, to correct you, to guide you. So breathe in that guidance. Gather that rootedness, that inner strength. And exhale slowly. Release and alchemize doubt to guide you. I'm alchemizing doubt into fertile soil for creative growth. I'm alchemizing doubt into fertile soil for creative growth. I'm alchemizing doubt into creative soil for fertile growth. Inhale deeply, gather your strength. Exhale, release doubt or uncertainty. Allow the body, the spirit, the mind to shape you, to move you, to alchemize you. And now visualize yourself walking through these blossoms. You feel this activation alchemize within you, this spark of clarity. Realize that doubt isn't a threat. Upon doubt eclipsing your dreams, your shadows shine just like an eclipse. Doubt may eclipse your dreams for a brief moment, but in that moment, the void shines. The void of your doubt illuminates. You speak aloud. Doubt, I ultra bloom you into growth. Doubt, I will ultra bloom you into growth. Doubt, thank you. Doubt, thank you. Creativity, thank you. Intuition, thank you. Doubt, I ultra bloom you into growth. Breathe it in. Tap it into your body wherever it feels called to settle in. Move that into your body. Allow this experience to move you and shape you. Doubt, I ultra bloom you into growth. You can even tap in the area just below your neck, just above your heart, where your rib cage meets to really settle in that creativity into your heart space. Or just below the heart, where your gut begins and your rib cage begins to become your abdomen, that space as well, your throat. Activate it with your hands to speak these words into creation. Doubt, I ultra bloom you into growth. Reach out. Reach out. Alchemize the tapping into these petals of flowers around you and feel their delicate texture beneath your fingertips. Your voice has the power to transform doubt into growth, so speak your truth with conviction and watch as your shadows shine brightly. Speak aloud. Resonate aloud in your mind's eye. I am a seed of boundless potential. I am a seed of boundless potential. I am a seed of boundless potential. Allow the doubt to rise and alchemize. I am a seed of boundless potential. Allow the doubt to rise and alchemize. I am a seed of boundless potential. Your voice has the power to transform doubt into growth. As your voice resonates, activate your throat with your fingertips. Visualize yourself resting in this beautiful garden. Unfurl this vision of dreams within your throat, within your mind's eye, beside this bed of roses. Their velvety petals glistening with dew, and in each tiny dewdrop you witness your own reflection, and you also notice doubt's patient shadow alongside you, walking right with you. Inhale deeply Inhale the scent of these roses and exhale slowly. Inhale the aroma and exhale slowly. Feel a sense of peace wash all over you, and you are reminded of your ancestral resilience alchemizing within you. Like the roses, generations of your kind have ultra bloomed through any storm, any earthquake, any wildfire. Repeat aloud: I am rooted in resilience and nourished by creativity. I am rooted in resilience and nourished by creativity. I am rooted in resilience and nourished by creativity. Now, we're going to alchemize into a new soundscape today. Stay within the vision, hold it, keep cycling the breath. This is our unveiling. This is our creative ultra bloom. Feel the strength of your ancestral wisdom flow through you, guide you on this journey of self-discovery and creative expression. Allow yourself to visualize and move and flow and tap and caress as you encounter a sunflower meadow, their faces towards the sun in silent worship. In their radiant presence, you feel a surge of confidence and clarity activating from within you, rooted in your ability to illuminate your own creativity, to cultivate that inner creative catalyst, along with the shadows of doubt. I encourage you to stand tall like a sunflower, stretch your arms up wide above you, and imagine the sun right above you. Breathe in and absorb this energy from the sun and absorb this confidence, this clarity. Absorb the doubt and alchemize along with it. I invite you to sway gently side to side as well as you absorb in this intention, this energy. You feel the fluidity of your moments here and now, of your movements here and now. In the heart of this garden, amidst the towering trees and the cascading waterfalls, you find what you've been searching for all along, a seed of creation here in this sacred space. You're reminded of the boundless alchemic creativity dormant within you, waiting to be awakened. Visualize yourself planting the seed in the soil of your heart. Use your hands to mimic the act of planting. Take deep breaths. Imagine the seed germinating and sprouting. Exhale. You may begin to feel some tingling. You may begin to feel a difference in sensations. That's all right. That's normal. Take care of yourself. Drink some water. Move however you feel called to. Feel the expansion of creativity within you. Plant the seed into the soil of your heart. Begin to ultra bloom a lotus of creative expression from your mouth. Visualize this garden of creation blooming from your heart to your throat, to your mouth, out to be seen in the world. Allow it to expand further and further and further out for all to see, for all to witness, for you to witness, for your ancestors to witness. Stand or sit tall. Imagine a lotus flower blooming. Inhale deeply. Lift your arms overhead. Exhale. Arms down. Gently lower your arms. Alchemize any doubt or tension. Shake it out. With each melodic word that is vocalized through this lotus, you grow it, this vocal lotus, and feel the weight of doubt alchemize into clarity and confidence. With each breath, I embrace growth and transformation. Say this aloud or echo it in your mind's eye. With each breath, I embrace growth and transformation. With each breath, I embrace growth and transformation. With each breath, there is transformation. Feel the transformative power in your own voice, in your veins, in your heartbeat. You feel this hum of ancestors vibrating through your heart and resonate into each echoing petal. Place your hands over your heart. Feel the rhythm of your heartbeat. This heartbeat was handed down to you for so many generations as a gift from your ancestors and from their ancestors' ancestors. Honor these creative gifts that have come along with this heartbeat. Realize that the journey to self-discovery is not solitary. It's a collective experience shared by all those who want it, who express it, who dare to dream. With your eyes open or closed, take in the creative community that is all around you, of your ancestors, of those here in spirit with us today, in the past, the future, the present. Allow your heart to connect with theirs. Send love and gratitude to all those in this space, to each other, to all those not in this space, to all those who will activate into this space in the future, for those who have lost and those who we will gain to become birthed onto this earth. Acknowledge the power of all of our creativity. As the stars glimmer and the sun sets, breathe it in. Breathe in the starlight. Breathe in the moonlight. I trust in my ability to bloom in my own time. Set it in, tap it in, move it in. I trust in my ability to bloom in my own time. I trust in my ability to bloom in my own time. And make this vow to yourself. I will nurture my creativity, embrace doubt as a catalyst for growth, and trust in the wisdom of the universe to guide me on my journey. Feel the connection in your heart between you, the earth, and spirit, and source, and the sky above you. Feel this groundedness in this vow. I nurture my creativity. I embrace doubt as a catalyst for my growth and trust in the wisdom of the universe to guide me on my journey. Allow it to guide you. And now, we will alchemize into the next part of this experience. This is my alchemic performance. Allow yourself to stay in the vision. Keep breathing, keep moving, keep swaying, keep visualizing. Hold the vision. Allow the vision to hold you as you receive these words. Within the garden of creation, where cosmic symphonies above orchestrate the dance of existence, a sacred meadow unfolds beneath the interweaving of ethereal sun rays and enigmatic moonlight. Here, amidst the whispered incantations of Gaia's secret dreams, alchemize into seeds of boundless potential, awaiting their moment to unsheathe their roots and descend into illuminant ULTRABLOOM. Within this organic sanctum of infinite possibility, a vessel of seeds is cradled tenderly, by the celestial embrace of your palms, your divine fingertips. Plant each sacred seed within the cavernous depths of your imagination's loamy soil, its destiny intricately interwoven with the celestial threads of cosmic ancestral design, roots of primordial essence. Delve deep into the soil's terrain, intertwining with doubt. From this rooted network emerges a luminous beacon, a shimmering cornucopia of creation piercing through the nebulous veil of uncertainty, catalyzing a clear call to embrace the journey that blooms ahead. It is this radiant clarity that empowers this seedling to ascend above the atmospheric pressure of adversity and stretch its petals towards the cosmos like cosmic fingertips, cradling constellations. This new seedling learns to breathe amid starlight, nourished by the resilience flowing through its verdant veins. With each unfolding petal, a narrative begins to unfurl, a testimony to the fortitude found within vulnerability and the resplendent beauty that blossoms from the tender embrace of the unknown. Each petal bears witness to your journey, a testament to the transformation of doubt into growth with cosmic confidence and crystalline clarity. ULTRABLOOM, a radiant chorus of cornucopias echoing throughout the tapestry of your dreams, a symphony of emergence and evolution guided by the hands of ancestral wisdom. Within the heart of every visionary lies a dormant alchemical spark, ignited by the embers of your imagination, guided through your deepest desires. It's this luminance, this divine pyre of creativity that propels your sapling towards a state of being where dreams transcend the boundaries of imagination and manifest into vibrant reality. Allow yourself to nurture your garden of ultra-blooming creation, watering its fertile soil with the tears of your alchemized history, your alchemized doubt, your alchemized traumas. For within these gardens of creation, you unearth your creative clarity nested deeply within you, and you unlock the radiance of creativity and potential that lies dormant within. Allow your dreams to ultra bloom and flourish and transcend the resplendent gardens of creation. Hold the vision, hold the breath, hold it all. Breathe in the moment. Gradually allow yourself to be brought back into your body. Snap your fingers. Move your body back into your body. Feel the spirit of creativity come back to you. Feel your heartbeat. Snap your fingers. And in your own time, return back to the Zoom movie. Allow this music to resonate through you. And right back to Cultivate Superbloom. All right. Whew. Liz, thank you so much for coming by. I know you are in so many different realms right now, and I just really appreciate you being here live today. That was lovely, Christina. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much. I would love to hear how this journey was like for you. What did you experience? What did you see? What came through for you in this moment? Feel free to share in the chat or come off mute to share. Feel free to raise your hand digitally or camera, no camera, whichever you would like. You feel lighter and vibrating high. Yes. I definitely feel that as well. Definitely, definitely. Much gratitude to all of you. You feel peace and balance. Thank you so much, Christina, for sharing a little about yourself. Yes, I'm glad that you couldn't come here too. So grateful. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the space. We just closed out our alchemic activation, ULTRABLOOM practice, but there's still more for us here today. If anyone would like to share what that experience was like, what they saw, what they felt, I would love to hear what that was like for all of you. You can come off mute if you like. You can share in the chat as well. And I would love to hear what that experience was like for you.
I definitely felt a sense of peace and a sense of calm. And those affirmations are really powerful because I feel like as people, we do that. We have so much doubt sometimes. And it's very affirming to say that we need to just not be afraid of our doubt, to just embrace it. So I have like a different state of mind right now. Completely different.
Yes, yes. I am so
Grateful.
glad that that landed for you. Yeah? Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, like I really just wanted to cultivate a whole experience all around this, and I am so glad that we got to share this experience with everyone here today. All right, so Avery, you're just in time for our writing prompt, so you're
Yay.
all good. So, this is our writing prompt. Let me just share it in the chat for everybody. You don't have to go through all of these questions, they're just here to guide you. So, I want you to take a moment to reflect in your life where you did feel that presence of your ancestors or presence of something higher, something bigger than you, something that just fills you with so much joy and creativity. And I want you to describe this experience in detail. It could be this experience, it could be another experience that you've had before, and really focus on the sensations, the emotions, and the insights that it evoked for you. And how did this encounter with ancestral wisdom or cosmic energy influence your sense of identity and creativity? How might you channel this connection to activate your own intuitive flame and ultra bloom in your creative endeavors? Again, you can go with one question, you can go through all of it if you would like, and let me know if you have any questions. Um, if there's anything that you would like to share as well. I would love to hear what this prompt arises within you. And let's give ourselves some time to set in this experience for all of us. And so, let's bring in the next soundscape and let's do around 10 minutes and we will check in after that time and see if anyone would like to share. Of course, you can still continue writing as people are sharing. If you feel inspired, you can keep writing outside of this space as well. So feel free to utilize any technology you may need to document for this writing experience. Any journal or paper or pen. This is Euphoria. It's an original song. Just to really embody the euphoria of this moment. You can also take this time to get settled. Take some more deep breaths, stretch. That was a lot that we just experienced, so really allow it to settle in. Do you feel it? Transmit fruition, lucid intuition, conscious unconsciousness of body transmits, blessed fruition, lucid intuition, conscious unconsciousness of. Allow these words to inspire you, the melodies, the harmonies. What message is coming through for you right now? Look through me, darling, water flowing softly. Is all I need. This moment here, all that exists. Allow the creativity to bloom, to ultra bloom, here and now in this moment. Awesome. Thank you so much, Ree, for all the support and being present here today. I am just going to share a quick link for anyone who would like to explore the beautiful community offering that I have for you all. It's called Blooming Alchemists, and basically it's a creative community experience. There's 2 gateways, Bloom and ULTRABLOOM. Bloom has a 14-day free trial, and I'm going to be offering different things like spaces that we just experienced here today, collaboration sessions to activate your creativity, and a bunch of bonuses like original soundscapes that are inspired by this experience, and so much more. If anyone would like to also schedule some time with me to see if this is a good fit for you, I will drop my Calendly so we can talk. And yeah, I would love to have some one-on-one time with any one of you who would like. This offering is from so much love and so much creation, and I just really want to make this as accessible as possible. There are so many different ways that we can make this happen for you, and I would love to invite you to be part of it. Yes, keep writing, keep channeling. Feelings make me feel Euphoria. Euphoria. right. It's been about 5 minutes. Let's give ourselves a bit more time to the next
Did you know that
soundscape. Thanks so much again for being here today. Just allow these words and sounds to resonate through you and inspire you. Feel free to drop anything in the chat too if you would like. I gave you my heart away. You listed all the broken family. The boy, the presence is butterflies. Oh, in bed, rising past the sky. Oh, the body slowly rising. It breaks free as wild. This presence is butterflies. Oh, in bed, rising past the sky. And both the body slowly rising. It breaks free as wild. Butterfly dreams, winged presence. Ya sabes que te extraño, yo te quiero aquí conmigo. Llámame de entre las nubes y pronto regresaré aquí. Oh, the presence is butterflies, oh, in bed, rising past the sky. Both the bodies slowly rising, it breaks trees wide. Chico, tu presencia es mariposas, caminando, flotando por cielos, y nuestros cuerpos suben despacio. Esperas entre sol. Allow the words to come through, the visions to come through, be held by the vision, create the vision, and be cultivated by the vision. With nothing else to. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna give it a couple more minutes.
Today I'm sharing
Allow the presence of this performance experience to radiate into and through your words. Achuna esa. Sinetao. Kuri ki tere traro. Sinepa. Kuri ki tini. Shinaku ai korita nieta. Korita natea. Kuri ki natea. Shana ira o era aya vi no te ta tera. Shana ira o era aya kuro vi na su ta huia hea. Shana ira o era aya vi no te ta tera. Shana ira o era aya kuro pi na su ta huia hia bachuna esa dore bakanae pura kore pore tarataya rupa pore tarataya shuna esa bakture bakanae pura kore pore tarataya rupa pore tarataya shuna esa bakture bakanae Bachuna esa bakture bakanae Bachuna esa bakture Subi trati Kurashini Rareja Rare Kurasini Trare Kura 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 Kuri Saruka Saruka Kuri Kuri Bachuna esa. Thank you so much for being part of the ULTRABLOOM experience. Oh my goodness. All right, if we have any things, any poetry that we would like to share, any music or songwriting ideas, I would love to hear. I would love to see it in the chat, any way, any form that you would like to share it. If you need some more time, feel free to keep writing as well. Thank you so much for being here today in this space. And I'm really looking forward to see what you all wrote, especially after that alchemic activation experience that we had together. If you all, yeah, if there's anyone who'd like to share, feel free to do so. In any form, it can be poetry, music, any revelations or downloads that you would like to share. It could even be light language, language maybe you don't understand but it's channeled through you. Allow the soundscape to hold you. Allow it to guide you and inspire you. Keep writing if you wish. I will be right back. Thank you, fellow alchemists.
Did you know that there's a simple combination of natural ingredients that will help you poop out pounds of old rotten waste in your colon within just a matter of days, and without the side effects commonly associated with laxatives? In the last year, hundreds of thousands of people have jumped on this and are effortlessly dropping pounds of excess poop weight without needing to do things like dieting, more exercise, or counting calories. Now, all that rotten, toxic poop is just sitting inside most of us every day, and it simply needs a little help to flush it out. This is a new powerful
Right. Would anyone like to share? Oh, okay. Yes, for sure. Feel free to do what you need to share. I'm looking forward to hearing it. Thank you so much. Hey, hey.
Hello, I just wanted to come off of mute for a little bit. And I wrote a little something briefly. Crazy day today, but I'm really appreciative of the ability and the capacity to connect as much as I can. So I wrote my notes in Google Keep, so I'm gonna switch to that screen. Just very stream of consciousness thoughts. I have felt the strength of my ancestors in times of loneliness and in times of rage. I'm inviting them into the everyday, mundane routineness that is the current foundation of my life. My peace is so valuable to me because of my passion for justice and enduring. My heartaches have fed and fueled the opening of seed banks. My vision in grief has sharpened to the everyday violences of capitalist delusion and everyday joys of embodied liberation. I wish this peace for all my relations. In holding space for elder healing, I am an elder becoming. Those are my notes.
Oh my god! Wow, that last line just like angers it so much. I am an elder becoming, and I'm. Wow. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you. I appreciated your concept of, making friends with doubt, because in this process, the doubt is showing also that um, elder becoming
Mm.
during the journey. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you.
Yes, yes, of course. Thank you. All right. Would anyone else like to share anything they wrote? Any reflections? Even if it was just a word that came to you, an image, a dream that came back to you. You can also feel free to share in the chat as well. Yeah. That was so beautiful. Like, truly, like, you just took so much of this experience and you distilled it into one powerful, powerful seed of poetry. And I'm just so glad that that came through for you. I know Queen wanted to share next. We'll just wait for her to come back into the room. In the meanwhile, what that experience was like for me was just this reminder that rest is important. And my creativity is so important and so valuable and so powerful because there's so many moments of doubt, and I've been feeling the doubt too. throughout this whole experience. But I'm just like, like tech issues, you know, um, I'm grateful that we could capture this experience for more people to also see in the future. Um, and yeah, like I just really want to land that I invited so many people. Like I can't even count how many people I invited to this experience, and the fact that everyone who came here today, everyone who's watching this now or the replay, just thank you for being here, because you chose to show up today experiencing life, experiencing the doubt, the confidence, the clarity, the fear, the craziness of life, but you chose to alchemize it today. And just give yourself some gratitude, give yourself some grace and some love. And I am so honored that I get to alchemize the surge of energy of spring and my birthday here with you all today in this space, because there was so much love and intention poured into every single little detail. Like, I just so like I want every little corner of this experience to be ornamented with something that speaks to your power to cultivate your inner creative catalyst. So thank you again so much for being here today. If anyone else has anything at all that they would like to share, reflections, poetry, music, I would love to hear it. This is an open space here for you all. Ooh, okay. Supporting my friends supports me in a big way. Try for continuing your work. Thank you for continuing your work. Thank you, Christina. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And Avery for activation, writing by water, writing with other creative people, writing after healing sessions. I work as a healer and I need a creative space to recharge. 1000%. Yes, yes, yes. We're all healers as creatives in one form or another, whether we realize it or not. With every word, we are liberating someone, we are liberating ourselves, we are liberating our ancestors as well. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay. And so, this is also an open space for creative guidance as well. So thank you so much for sharing. And it's perfect that there's three of you here in this room, because like I said, when I was sharing this with the world, like the first three people to both RSVP and show up and stay until this section get priority creative guidance. And so I would love to offer that to all of you in this space today, just for even further, deeper activations. And yeah, so Christina, you were the first person to RSVP, and for that I am so grateful. Thank you so much. And I would just like to see and hear from you if there's anything that you would like my support with today. I know you mentioned that you've had quite a day. I also really love the alchemy and the cultivation in your piece. So yeah, feel free to let me know what's on your heart today.
Yeah, I was glad I could RSVP and make it. I let's see. I've been in a time of like investing in my having the ability to invest in my personal creative work now that my some of my professional things are coming to fruition. Um, and realizing that that's for my literal self care. Investing in my own personal poetry. Um, aside from career stuff. Um, so it's been really interesting. I've had some interesting dreams lately, so that's been cool. Like I've noticed a change in like feeling and landscape of my dreams, and more of a sense of ease.
Mm.
Um, that's been nice because I have been working, studying some some heavier material in poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and still being able to kind of work through that. Sorry, there's like an echo, so I keep waiting for my
Is that
bad.
okay?
I think so. I think now that I think it's the yeah. But yeah. So I'm not too sure. I'll have to think about it for a while. I really like to process and chew on these things. I'm
Mm.
glad that to be having the opportunity to work with you again because we've worked together before and
Oh
that was really great
yeah.
structure. I'm taking an online poetry class, so I think like it'll pair really nicely together because I'm working on getting a
Oh.
manuscript together, but I have to like get some more material. That's where I'm at right
Mm.
now.
Awesome.
So yeah, just kind of like really leaning into my magical realism, of like
Oh
being in the Central
yes.
Valley and water and healing and just meditating on those things and just the state of
Mm.
the world and yeah, and really working
Mm.
and integrating these tools that I'm learning in my poetry class into some of that as well. And even my past
Mm.
work as well. I'm going to be like revisiting those, editing those.
Mm.
Um, so lots of exciting things on the horizon, and I'm excited to like add in some of that dreaminess, to
Mm-hmm.
really let my work flow out of me with some more ease.
Mm.
Like that definitely was a result of our sessions at times for sure.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay. So like okay. Huge shout out to you, Christina, just for showing up and like me and you have interwoven so many creative moments together and having worked with you for like so long and just, being connected with you in this creative way, like within and beyond, those one on one spaces. Like, I've just seen you bloom in so many different ways. And it's so awesome that you said that you have some more abundance coming in, you feel the creativity, you're investing in your creative journey. And I think, yeah, you mentioned that you're also a part of another class, and that's super awesome, and that this experience would also be supplemental to that. And that is so, so amazing. And so, what's really coming through for me right now? I would be so honored to okay, I would be so honored to have you be part of like the community container experience because you will be able to really see and experience for yourself creative ultra bloom is across a sequence of moments. It sounds like you're in a great state of being to really just ground yourself in your community, ground yourself in your creativity, take some space and some moments to really take a step in. Put your feet in the earth, let the flowers bloom through your mouth, and allow it to radiate through you, because you've seen and experienced so many things, and I am so glad and so honored to have expanded on these inner dreamscapes with you for so long, and they're actually coming back to me. So the ones that I am seeing now again are that moment when we started at that fireplace with the storm outside in the building that we described, and we actually opened a new portal within that space. And another dreamscape where that's leading me to is that inner theater, that stage. It almost, well, at the moment that we explored it, it felt like there was so much potential in that space for those seats to be filled. And I think you also mentioned that you were watching yourself, and for that to come full circle for us in this moment. Oh my god. Okay. Like, I'm just imagining that theater now, like, filled to the brim with so many different kinds of flowers, like in the seats, on the stage, like ornamented on your clothing, and there's actually people in the room, and like their fashions like so on point. It's like all floral, and like people are wearing some like really creative outfits, and they're just there to receive your medicine. And like, as you speak, there's like these like roses that are like emerging from your mouth, and they're landing in people's hands, and they're like smelling it and like cradling it, and just allowing the aroma to radiate through them. And okay, calling myself back in. Yeah, okay. Feelings of home and hearth for sure. That theater setting, yes. And so there's definitely something there. Not just something, all of that there. It's already there, and that's a space that we can definitely dive deeper into. And I'm so glad that came through for me, because we have dots to connect for you, and that's the beauty of this, because you've you've been on the journey, and like, yeah, like, when I cultivate community spaces like this, when I cultivate private creative communities of transformation, like the Bloom experience, like the Ultra Bloom experience, like, I literally think of people like you, Christina, because you just like, you just light up the room with your presence. You express the experience of Ultra Bloom so rooted. And yeah, thank you. Yeah, how was that like for you to receive? And your dreams have been comfort in time for this workshop. Yes. And thank you, Queen Murat. Thank you. But yeah.
Were you asking how was that landing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely looking to dig into the imagery for sure. Um, like just having the background setting of my dream be that grassy field from kind of like our first like Three Suns meeting, where I was explaining like just like it was a very blank green open space, and like that's kind of the setting for these other things taking place in my dreams, that very much reflected my life. But I was like, well, I really appreciated that, because in the past I would have dreams that were so like stark and just like like throwing things at me, and now it's just kind of like a more easeful experience, which is surprising in a way because I'm like, oh, this is coming up again, my dream space, amidst all of this like this heavy um this heavy processing, this heavy content that I'm processing, but it's also like necessary, and definitely alchemizing is a word that I use a lot more like in conversation, just like casually. And yeah, so I'm definitely interested in that dreaminess, in just my poetry, and just, like I'm looking forward to bringing that in because my real world day to day is so like organized, time management, all this and all this, concrete language, um, that I'd love to bring in some more of that feeling of just flow. Um, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I'm interested in what everyone else also, if anyone else has anything to share, um,
Mm-hmm.
of like interest in like dream work, because I feel like that's really your strong suit, is like
Thank
that um, dream work visualization,
you. Mm,
like combo, like tie-in of like integrating those two things
mm.
together, like the ability to like kind of have that dreaminess in waking life is really is
Yes.
important, I think.
See, you just get it. You just get it. That, oh my god. Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no
like think
way.
what
You
you want about
mentioned the
Hector,
first.
but the dream work, chef's kiss.
Yes, yes. And the fact that you mentioned that first dreamscape, I was like, that's so true. Freaking way. Yes, that's part of the garden of creation. I'm like so. Thank you so much, Christina. Oh my goodness. This is so amazing to hear, and I would love to dive a little deeper with you about how these offerings can help support you in your creative journey. I just dropped my Calendly and it's open to everyone here in this, and we'll just schedule like 30 minutes to an hour for us to see if the Bloom or Ultra Bloom experience is a good fit. As I mentioned, the Bloom experience has a 14-day trial and then it begins the cycle. It has so many beautiful different things. This experience is just one of them, and Ultra Bloom is like the second level of this experience. There's a painful option, and there's also a monthly option that can also, both of those can also be broken down even further. Like there's this beautiful opportunity with this software called Klarna, and you can pay in even smaller installments. So if that resonates with anyone, I would love to invite you all to dive a little deeper with me in the one-on-one space. And thank you so much, Christina, for sharing that. Like that really just drives home literally everything. And I was saying, it's like the gardens, like the garden was already there, and I just love that so much for you. And yeah, as you mentioned, I would like to hear if anyone else has any input or reactions to what's been shared so far. It could be in the chat, it could be in the, you can come off mute as well. I'm gonna get some water too. I've been talking for how long?
I had to step away for a minute, but is my sound okay or is it too loud?
Yes, we
Okay,
hear you.
so I heard exactly what Christina was saying about like flowing with ease, and also inside of dreaming too, because I think that it all is a connection. What you're dreaming about, the state of mind that you put yourself in, what you're thinking about positively, negatively, it's all connected. So you planting those seeds, so you're gonna have those dreams you want, and you're gonna be able to fulfill what you want to fulfill. And when I what I wanted to say about the session we just had, it brought me back into a space that I kind of like forgot about. So I am so grateful that I was here today to listen to those affirmations, to be in this space right now. I wanted to share just a little bit with you guys. The question that you had asked, it brought me back to like kind of a sad time in my life, but it made me like it validated the presence of my ancestors. About let's say about 12 years ago, I lost a daughter, and it was a really really difficult time in my life. Like I was pregnant and I was like injured and like ill, so it was really really like rough for me. And I remember the night that I lost my daughter, it was like my grandfather came to me. I heard his voice clear as day. I had went to lay down and I couldn't go to sleep. I could not sleep, because I was going through what I was going through. I can talk about it now and I'm fine, but like at that time, I went to lay down and I just couldn't find peace and ease to rest. And it's like I heard my grandfather. It's like he was right in my ear. That space where you're like about to fall asleep but you're still awake. And I heard him clear as day, like everything's gonna be okay. Like you're strong. Everything's gonna work out. It's gonna be fine. You're gonna get through this. It's gonna be okay. And inside of the session we had today, when you were saying, to plant that seed and to let the doubt like leave you, like I felt my grandfather's essence here today. I smelled his cologne when he was here. So I just wanted it's like validation for me to flow with ease and not be doubtful, to not be afraid of the talents that I have, because I know you've seen me, Hector. We we do a little things on Instagram or whatever, but it's like we all of us have that inside of us ourselves sometimes. Like we got this doubt, like am I gonna be okay? Am I good enough? Like are they gonna like it? Are they paying attention to me? And it's like I got that confirmation today. Like, look, you need to do this. You need to stop playing around. You have a soul mission to do. You have a voice. You have poetry. You do art. You do this thing. So stop playing around. That's the message I got from my grandfather. And inside of that also, I got some inspiration to paint. So like I literally want to make like a series of paintings with seed getting watered and flowers. Like I was literally seeing all of this, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to tell them. Like I wrote everything down in my notebook. So I I'm
Wow.
just grateful. I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful that I was, and I definitely want to do this again, because this resonates with me very well. I feel some type of validation, and I'm just flowing with ease right now. I feel like lighter, like you took something, made me feel a little lighter, because I really doubt. I doubt a lot, and I got to get better with that. So I'm grateful. I'm filled with gratitude,
Oh
gratitude,
my
gratitude, gratitude. Thank
goodness.
you.
Oh wow. Okay, so that made me cry because I just resonate with that so much. Thank you for sharing all of that so vulnerably and honestly. Like, I recently lost my grandpa, and like, so I really connect with that. Um, he lived such a full life, and there were so many things that happened, and like, I remember the flowers, all the and when, every time I saw a flower at the funeral, I was like, this is also an ultra bloom. This is also super bloom because, this is a rebirth. Like, I believe that death is a beginning, and I don't know what that beginning is for other people, but I know for me, it's something beautiful. And when people leave this earth, it can be really hard for us still here to process that and time.
Yeah, it's what
Yeah.
I realized throughout time is that I've experienced so much loss since I was a young girl,
Mm,
from like elementary school up until my adulthood and now. Like I can't everybody grieves differently, but what I feel like is every time somebody I love is not physically here, they're spiritually with me, because I got
Yes.
plenty of guardian angels watching out for me and watching out for my seeds. So you gotta take it inside yourself. You still grieving and feeling the way you feel, but grandpa's right with you. Papa's right there. Papa's here. He's listening right now. My papa's here too, so it's not easy, just like you said, because we physically want them here. We miss them. We want to hug them. We want to talk to them, get that advice from them. But I really feel that sense of they're with us. As long as
Mm-hmm.
we talk about them, remember them, they here. Like I see pennies all the time. And my grandfather, when I was a little girl, he used to give me pennies. He used to have
Yeah.
his caramels wrapped up in plastic, because I'm way older than you guys. I'm almost 50. I used to get caramels from my grandfather. He used to eat the Werthers, and he used to get fresh caramel from the candy store wrapped in plastic. And those are my memories. So when I see those things, that's grandpa anytime. So I hope that
Wow.
helps you. I know it's not easy. It's never easy. It's just a process that we go through throughout time. But
Yeah.
know that you've gained a guardian angel, because that's somebody that you love so much, and that's somebody that's always going to protect you and always watch over you. So look at it that way. So that's what I try to do every time I lose somebody. It's not easy, but even my daughter, I
Mm-hmm.
know my daughter's with me. I know she's with me, and I got
Mm.
two more daughters. They told me I couldn't have kids anymore after I lost her, and I have two daughters.
Mm.
One is 11, her name is Faith, and I have one that's 7 named Grace. And I was told I couldn't have kids anymore. And look at that, I had two more kids.
Mm. Mm.
Yep,
That is
look at
so.
that.
Wow. See, that's the beauty of this space that, I get to be poured into as well. I get to pour into you. Like, it's just a beautiful exchange. Like, yeah, like they're all here with us, and I have felt his presence so many times, and like I'm just grateful that we have that connection. Like, I didn't know him that well, but just hearing the stories from my parents and my family of his life, and no one is perfect, but I know that he had a deep impact with my family. Like, I can feel it, I can sense it, just seeing their reactions to the loss. And like, even though I didn't have that deep like personal connection to him, because like he has like his health, like he just couldn't speak as well. um I could still feel it. So thank you so much for all of that. I'm just so grateful that you shared that in this space. And now I would love to ask you if there's anything that you would like some guidance with for today, any creative seedlings that you would like to cultivate that have been present in your life.
Well, like I said, you inspired me to for art. Like I'm gonna paint tonight, because when you spoke about the seed, I started thinking about what I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna do like a little series, maybe like 5 paintings, and start with the seed getting watered, and then the sprout, and then the plant, and a little bit of the thing coming out, and then a flower. So that's I'm good. You already kind of sparked something inside of me, but I would say. Um, the confidence, just to have a little bit more confidence in what I'm doing, because I speak to people a lot, and I feel like I don't want to say like I'm fake a little bit, but I've kind of like been behind the shadows a little bit, and I want to pick myself back up. I felt like I've been down like in a kind of like in a funk, and I want to pull myself out of that. And I think today kind of helped me kind of get myself back on track. Just everything I've been hearing, the affirmations. So I'm grateful as well. I'm very grateful.
Thank you so, so much. And I'm so glad you mentioned that you'd love to do this again, because these are the kinds of spaces that I want to cultivate in my Blooming Alchemist community through Bloom and ULTRABLOOM. And I put my Calendly in the chat, but also I just wanted to also share this landing page I created, because there's so many beautiful visuals and poetic channeling and information, just to really allow you all to really see just how much is being poured into this space. And I'm doing both that, and I also want to do another public open free event like this again, because I just love doing this. Like, this gives me so much life. Like, I could do this, like, I don't know, like every other week, every month, like every season. I I'm already planning the themes for each season. Like, summer might be like a certain name, and like winter might be a certain name. It's just flowing through, and I am just so happy to hear that. This whole thing is just part one. It's just part one of three. Like, Ultra Bloom is in three parts because I actually created three full activation experiences and meditations, and I realized, like, okay, yes, I could do this for this long, but I want to keep more space for the community as well, and not just have it me be talking and speaking the whole time, you know. And there's people that do that and that works for them, but I know my community has so much rich things to share, and I love hearing what people have to say. And so, yes, this is just part one of the sequence. There are more open events for everyone within the Gardens of Creations. And Queen, I would be so honored to also dive deeper with you on how I can help support you in your creative journey. And it would just be like a bit of your time if that feels aligned for you. And yeah, I would just love to hear more about your creative journey. Thank you so much again for sharing so openly, so much honesty and vulnerability, and I resonate with it so much. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. All right. Would anyone else like to share? Any revelations, downloads, poetry, music, anything you wrote, reflections, any guidance you would like from me today, here in this moment, with all of us here in community together? Oh my god, hey!
Hi. Thank you again
Hello!
for facilitating this. I'm at work, so
Oh, okay.
I'm like kind of like phasing in and out. Yes, hi Christina, it's so good to see you and it's so good to meet everybody. Um, I think when I think about this stuff, my first thought went to how I've been feeling like just like disconnected and like mechanical in this way of
Mm,
functioning in a different timeline. Uh, so I think, I guess what I've been thinking about is just like how a work of art can make one feel more put together by having like a representation of a solid self. Um, and I've been wanting to create like some sort of like ritual depossession. Like I feel like something needs to come out or there's some sort of unfinished business.
mm,
And I feel connected to cosmic energy and wisdom when I break intergenerational curses with
yes.
help from people. And when I'm with other people who are creative and um, yeah, I feel like there's just like something that needs to like break and needs to come out.
Mm.
So much gratitude to you.
Yes, thank you, Avery, so much for that. Like, okay, so okay, me and Avery have had some really deep creative connections, like specifically linked to a certain place where my song Vine Thresholds actually lives. Like, I remember having this dream. It'll all connect. Just stay with me here. For those of you not in the loop, I had this song Vine Thresholds that came to me in a dream, I took the dream of me walking towards a fenced off forest with someone to my left, and I turned it into a song. One of the lines, let it come through, just to share a bit with you all. Oh, these vine thresholds hold me so close, smother my cradle, can't leave me for dead, just let me know, always be there for you, just sign your name so I sing through your throat. So, that song, Vine Thresholds, I released it a while back, and literally right before it came out, I shared it with Avery, and then the next day, the dream of me visiting that fenced off forest became real. It literally happened, and I remember feeling this spark in my gut and like stopping. I'm like, this dream just happened. And so I was just like, wow. So, like, thank you so much, Avery, for sharing that, because yeah, like through that creative connection that we have, I can definitely see what you mean when you say creative depossession. And I've read your work, things like Brutal, and I still remember writing that little poem for you in that bottle, and just based off of that experience of reading your work. And it was Ode to Brutal, oh my god. And I'm just so grateful for your support. You like have allowed me to have a space to just be when I'm out here with you all, traveling around, and I'm just so grateful for that. And yes, that poem, like, that's one of the first poems I think of when I think about your poetry and you, just you as a person, because it's just like brutal, you know, in a way that is both that is both so destructive and so creative all at the same time. And I'm glad to hear that your awareness has gotten to a point where you know that there's something that needs to happen. There's something waiting for you, and I really feel that activations like this, whether it's part of the private community, whether it's part of these public open events, or just receiving any reflections or downloads after and outside this call, or any one-on-one spaces that we share, like any and all of those and more just in your life, like okay, now I am recalling that moment that we shared in the specific place downtown where we both sat side by side and we visualized entering a space together. I can visualize in this field of destruction of all these different bodies around, all these different humans looking around at the havoc, the chaos, the destruction, that there is still life. There are still cultivated seedlings that are blooming all around, and these areas gradually over the course of years, maybe decades, they actually grow into gardens of creation, of cultivation, and people can once again feed themselves, and they hold space for each other in these communities. They are rooted in their history of chaos, in the system that tried to subjugate them, to disempower them. Cultivating community for them is their creative depossession. And I invite you to just visualize and or receive in any capacity. Imagine that inner world, that inner dreamscape of brutal, of brutality, ultra blooming, having a bit more life, reflecting on what comes after the explosions, after the violence, after the destruction, after the disempowerment, after the creative depossession. Maybe one day the cycle will continue, but what comes next is a cultivation of creativity, a cultivation of community, a cultivation of clarity, with doubt following right alongside them. Doubt, the shadow that lingers beneath each leaf, beneath each tree, as the sunlight contrasts onto the floor, each seedling blooming, each person blooming flowers from their mouth, handing them to other people as tokens of affection and care. Roses that communicate that I am here for you. They communicate, I know that we had a stark past. I know that our history is uncomfortable. I know that there's blood in the soil that fed these roses. But we are here to alchemize this space into something the world has never seen before. Thank you. Whew. Yeah, I'm just... And that's the beauty of both creation and destruction, that they're like the Ouroboros, the snakes eating each other's tails. Like, they're part of the story, of the narrative that we all exist in. And when we take a step back and we realize where we are and where we're going, no matter how we're feeling, no matter how freaking crazy things get, we can realize where we are and know what's coming next. And with that, we cultivate more resilience in our community. And so thank you, Avery, for bringing me back to those spaces that we have shared metaphysically and physically. Thank you so, so much. Oh, yes, yes. Connecting. I love to see it. Thank you all so much for doing that. And Avery as well. I would also love to invite you to share some one-on-one space with me and revisit potentially some of those spaces that we have touched on in the past. And oh my god, I'm also remembering the creative concepts that we've had about bringing a creative visual to life, and I would love to revisit that with you, because exposing horror of living in capitalism and just existing as a human being, alchemizing that horror into the beauty of community, and just shedding and removing and destroying what doesn't serve us to make room to cultivate what will and what does. All of these vine thresholds, I hold them close. All these vine thresholds, they're blooming too. The thresholds we think are there to block us off, they can bloom too. And we can work with them and meet them there and see what blooms. Oh, I've just been receiving so much beautiful growth from all of you, and I am just so honored that I get to share space here with you all today. And so now, in this moment, I would love to share an exclusive look at just this creative community that I've been putting together. Oh my god. This is like the first time I'm sharing it with like a group of people, besides, just content that people might not see or just like scroll past. But like, you all are here now. This is Blooming Alchemists, and there's like a members chat. You can like chat with each other. we can have a group chat, and there's gonna be events. You can upload files and media, and I've already like shared a bit, well, actually a lot of what is accessible in this space. So both ULTRABLOOM and Bloom community members will be able to access our monthly group catalyst call ceremony. It's going to be similar to what we experienced today, so if you resonate with that, that's something that you can resonate with. Like I mentioned, we're going to have this community group chat for support and inspiration. I also offer direct support. I love giving voice notes to people, so that's something that I love to do, but also, you know, DM, email. I love just helping people support if they have any questions. And some of you may actually already have this, but this is just an extended, accessible thing that I have really been cultivating. It's Ghosts in the Dreamscape, which is a sacred alchemic guidebook, and it's basically details on my journey into my own inner dream world, and I just provide that as like a guide of how you can also explore yours as well, to lead by example. You'll get also access to this replay for life and any additional ULTRABLOOM replays, and you know, look out for even more not ULTRABLOOM themed ones that are included in this, because I just love sharing things with you all. Like, ooh, I also have some past workshops that, yes, they are going to come through in here as well. And I also made an ULTRABLOOM playlist. It's like almost 50 songs. Like, it doesn't just include the originals from me that you heard today. I stuck to those because of copyright, but yo, some of the people that are connected with me, like the actual musicians, they're in that playlist too. And I would like, this is just to really get you in the mood. You can just put that playlist on in the morning, at night, and just feel the abundance of creativity of this community. And if any of you have any like recorded works that you would like to be included in this playlist, I would love to share that as well. Also included some mood boards and social media inspo. This is just like a mood board I made to inspire ULTRABLOOM energy for me. And this was also a really amazing blueprint for content as well, like using the actual images. But when I say content, I know that's a loaded word, but I don't just mean content externally, like, oh, I'm sharing and posting on social media. Like, of course, like, you can do that, but you don't have to. Like, I'm talking about the content of your creativity. I'm talking about the content of your soul. We don't talk much about that. But when you receive these visual messages, these colors, these shapes, they communicate something deeper for you that words, maybe they can't. But when you really see what this is like, and maybe you have it as like a wallpaper, you could print it out as a poster, anywhere you like to just remind you to cultivate your creative catalyst. Oh my god, you could even use this as inspiration for art. Like, I have this color palette right here, and if you all create something with this mood board, oh my god, that'd be so amazing. And okay, this is one of the songs you did here today. The amazing Crystal Sun was kind enough to let me share this in private spaces. Although we couldn't release this formally, I'm just so glad that this gets to see the light of day. This was Ethereal Medicine, and it was the one. Let me just. Okay, I'm gonna stop share and reshare just so I can make sure that you all can hear it, because. Ooh. Let me know. Okay. Oh, now y'all can see. Hey. So just a little brief reminder of the song. Yes, of course, Christina. Thank you so much for coming by. Yes, that that one was an original created by me, and I just know that I'm going to be so inspired by this community that I'm going to create music specifically for it, and you all are going to get to hear it first and experience it first within the alchemic activations, the meditations, the poetry, and so much more. Here is the Ghost in the Dreamscape guidebook that I mentioned. It has some actual alchemic symbols that I created, and if you like poetry and you like getting really deep into dreams and metaphors and just transformation, you are going to love this so much. Let me just give you all like a deeper look at this. I made this in college, but it's something that I never made it before. I've never put symbols in between poems. I've never used symbols as language, and just this journey is me going to that inner island within me that holds so much creativity and allowing these spirits to visit me and guide me through all of this creative cultivation. Like, one of the actual spirits that visited me was, her name is Tonantzin, and she is a goddess of creation and rebirth and destruction, and she is represented by serpents. And I just detailed what my experience was like seeing her and all of her essence and her beauty, and she actually visited me in dreams. And this is one of those things that, like, if you really take the time to dive deeper into that space, then it's just going to hold so much beauty for you. All right, let's see what else we got here. And yeah, so I'm just really glad that I get to share this with you all today, because I've been a part of so many communities, and now I'm like, it's time for me to create my own community as well. And so this invitation for each of you, like, I'm just like, I am just so happy about it. And like, in addition to all of the more accessible ways to be part of this community, I also cultivated a alchemist loyalty program, so you can actually get points towards future offerings and current products that I have as well. Let me just share with you all like the merch that I made for this event, because I'm just like, oh my god, like, some people already purchased like some candles and like a notebook with the ULTRABLOOM visuals, so you can get points towards like stickers, shirts, and tote bags, even, and candles. So this is not just like, oh, I'm only gonna experience this, only that. This will open up so much more as well, and I'm just really excited for that too. And so let me also share this other thing for you all. There's also this referral program that I made. I know that, like, I've also done referrals for other people, and that's been a great way for me to share what I'm passionate about, and like what I can offer to other people, even though if it's not like me specifically, just the fact I'm tapped in with so many beautiful, amazing communities. I'm like, hey, you should definitely be part of this community label. You should definitely be part of this creative, holistic entrepreneur community. So if you refer a friend, you can get a discount, and they get some alchemy points too. And there's a unique code. You are able to access it once you've logged in. And yeah, so okay, let's get into some other things that are here as well. Thank you all so much again for being here. Like, I am just like, this is so exciting to be able to share in real time with all of you here today. Okay, So let's go to the actual page. Okay. So here we have Bloom. And here's the investment at $5.25 per month, and that would be for 3 months. However, you do have a 14-day free trial. It includes all the beautiful things that I mentioned with you not too long ago. And yeah, this option is here for you, along with all the other beautiful rewards. I met my doubt. I was like, should there be a free trial? And the answer was yes, because I want people to just be moved just by being in the room so they can see for themselves what this community is all about. Because there's just so much more that can come through when we open the gates so wide and invite people so openly that this experience cultivates itself. And, whatever decision people make, I trust it. I trust it because I know that everything is in divine timing. Ultra Bloom happens in its own time as well. And the second tier is Ultra Bloom, and it's at this investment per month at $6.57. It includes everything from Bloom. And it also includes one-on-one spaces for more creative clarity guidance, more dream healing, more intuitive branding activation. So if you want both a hybrid of a community experience along with a one-on-one experience, and you're just really wanting to dive in, like, okay, let's go, let's get in our Ultra Bloom era, then this option is here for you. And so, let's see. So some of the things that I would like to really share with you all is, like, I have so much love that I have poured into this. Like, I really just want to help you all alchemize your creativity to life. Like, if you feel disconnected from your creative essence and you really want to reignite your passion in this nurturing space, if you struggle to find clarity in chaos, I can help you uncover those intuitive insights to help guide you. If you feel like you can't walk alongside your doubt and you can't embrace your unique voice, this is here to tell you, yes, you can. This is here to activate you. I'm not here to save you. I'm not here to convert you into anything. I'm here to let you bloom in the way that serves you best. If you are yearning for community and support, to find encouragement within this vibrant network of creatives, if you want to have a sense of deeper meaning and purpose in your art and discover the transformative power of your creative expression to heal and inspire, then this space is for you. And some other beautiful things that I have to offer for you right now is I really just want you to imagine what it would be like to be immersed in a sacred sanctuary of creativity where every breath you take into your creations, it's like almost like you're putting a brushstroke into the canvas of your being, of your soul, of your energy, that you engage in these vibrant conversations with other visionaries, that you get to create more magic outside of this space to inspire each other, that you embark on this journey of self-discovery together. You dive deeper into those depths of unearthing those hidden treasures of creativity and expression. You really get to nurture your creative spirit with compassion and cultivate this flourishing garden. This garden of creation, of ideas and inspiration, that you really get to embrace the power of transformative rest and rejuvenation, as we have been mentioning in this space, embracing that ancestral wisdom rooted in their strength and their resilience to really radiate more clarity and purpose on a course towards your creative dreams with unwavering grace and unwavering intuition, alongside the doubt, of course. So this journey is really for you if, like today, you've danced with those shadows of burnout. If you want a more gentle rhythm to be embodied within you, if you want that nurturing soil to flourish your creativity at your own pace, if you felt disconnected before to your creativity and you want to really feel grounded again in your inspiration, then this is for you. If you feel within your heart that that seed of creation really bloomed for you here today, that it wants to really unfurl its petals and share its magic with your ancestors, with the world, in this space is for you. In the meadows of creation, welcome everything in this garden without judgment or restraint, because every voice, every story, every dream is going to have its own sacred space to help you activate your intuitive creative flow. If you have a brand that you want to bring to life in your creative vision, in your business, this is a great space for you to build that brand as well, because a brand is not just about posting. It's not just about like XYZ, like what you think. Like, it's not like about the logo or the colors. It's really about how you show up, how you express yourself, and the story that you tell. Like, you can have no website, no business, and you can still have a brand, still have a personality that people, when they think of Queen Murat-Rogers, when they think of Avery, when they think of Christina, like, oh, these are the images, the colors, the messages that come to my mind when I think of them. If you want to cultivate that, then this is a space for you, rooted in your intuitive lucidity with clarity and focused, alchemizing the Tao, alchemizing your story with creative confidence to lucid dream while awake. And I am just so honored that I have gotten to share this with you all today. Thank you so much to everyone watching here and now. And oh my god, thank you so much, Queen Murat, for everything. Thank you for ordering a notebook. Oh my god, Avery, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much, you two, for staying until the very end. And for all of the amazing, beautiful replay people, if you have any questions about this, feel free to let me know. I'm just going to give a little breakdown of how you can also access the Klarna so that you can pay more in lower installments so that it's more accessible to you. So I'm just going to fill out my information here. You can check or uncheck this invitation to join my Alchemist community. And then here, a little before you actually put your card information or any information that you would like, there can actually be an option that pops up around here where it says Klarna or Affirm, and that will give you actually more access to pay in lower installments. It does have a higher price, but that way you can get in the room sooner than you would originally. And I'm just so happy that I'm able to cultivate both the free trial and the full experience for all of you here witnessing this, because I'm just pouring so much love into this space that I'm just so excited. And yeah, so let me just share a little bit more of what that is like so that it is more accessible to you. As you can see, you can put your info there, and there should be an option that pops up that says Klarna or Affirm, and then you'll just put in your information and you'll be all set to go. You can just go to dogdaysmusic.com/ultrabloom. Again, that's dogdaysmusic.com/ultrabloom. Thank you all so much, fellow alchemist, for this beautiful, beautiful experience. I am so happy that we could share this moment together today. And I would also like to share this with you all. If you go to bit.ly/ULTRABLOOM hyphen full payment. If you go to this link right here, let me just share it with you all. That link, that will take you to the pay in full option. So this is at a 76% discount if you choose to pay in full at $3,963 for 6 entire months. So as you can see, there's so many beautiful things here that I am offering. So let me just show you just how much you can save if you pay in full. So let's see here. Gardens of Creation. Oh my god. So many beautiful offerings and information here. So the total value of ULTRABLOOM, the full level 2 bloom experience, the total value of that is $2,700 every month, plus the additional $2,250 in bonuses. Usually it's $657 per month for 6 months, as I mentioned. But if you do pay in full, let me just show you. So like I said, it's roughly a bit under 4K, and so $2,700 a month, just off the total value, not even what you're paying. The total value, let's say you paid for all of this individually every month, $2,700, multiply that by 6. If you multiply $2,700 by 6, that is over $12,000, y'all. And also, I would want you to have the whole experience. Yes, people can buy this individually, but I decided to put this all into one space for all of you. So you would be paying for the value of a month and a half for 6 whole months. Oh my god. I just love that I'm able to do that and share that with you all, because I've been so blessed to be poured into with such accessible options as well. And let's see. So the actual payment direct is $657 a month for 6 months. Multiply that by 6. Let's just do some quick math right here, right now. So 657 times 6. Let's just see.
Benny's here.
Yeah. So we have that, and you basically get yo, you get 76% discount for that. And let me know if you have any questions. I'm just so happy that I've gotten to share so much about my creative community here with you all today. Oh my god. Let me just okay. I am going to, let's see, save this chat as well. Thank you so much, fellow alchemist. And as always, trust your intuition and cultivate your inner creative catalyst. So much love to you. Shout out to all of you replay people. Much love. Bye.